All right, guys, we are going to learn how to tie a trucker's hitch. And a trucker's hitch is a pretty useful knot in the backcountry. I've used a trucker's hitch to cinch down cargo or whatnot in my canoe. I've used a trucker's hitch to tighten up and get a tarp so it's not sagging and it's nice and tight. You can use it to tie down a canoe or a kayak or something to the top of your vehicle if you don't have proper straps, or a strap's broken and you just need it nice and tight. So it's a great cinching knot. You would start by tying off one end to whatever it is that you're needing to cinch down. So if it's a tree or a car or a truck or whatever. So I would use that first knot, that secure knot. A bowline knot would be awesome for that one. All right. So what I have is I have this end, and it's a bowline knot, and it's going to be secured to my vehicle. All right. So then I have my cargo on top of my vehicle, and before I'm going to be tying that down, what we need to do is we need to talk about step one. All right. Outside of securing it, step one. So what you need to know the difference between a loop and a bight. And so in your rope, you have a loop that you will make, and a loop is when you cross rope over rope. All right, so that is a loop. And then a bight is different than a loop. A bight is when you take a piece of rope and you simply pinch it. All right, so you pinch it together. It's not crossing over, it's simply being pinched together. All right. So with a trucker's hitch, what you're going to do is you're going to make your loop in your rope and your bight, and you stick your bight in through the loop and pull it tight. And what you've done with that is you've created a slip knot. Okay? Our next step in tying this trucker's hitch is we're going to take our loose end of the rope, and we're going to secure it around or loop it around the other side that we're going to be tying down. All right, so in this case, I'm running it underneath the bottom of our truck. All right, there might be a loop in the back of the truck or something like that, but for me, you just need an anchor point. All right, so I loop it around my anchor point, and I'm bringing the rope back up and through my slip knot. All right, so I got it through my anchor point, and my rope is coming back up and through. I'm getting the whole thing through that slip knot. And from here, now I have that whole cinching action. So I'm gonna now pull the rope down back towards, we can see that. All right, so it's gone through, and now I have that cinching action. So I'm creating that tightness and securing my load down. All right. So from here, what you're going to do is you're going to tie that half hitch that we talked about. All right, so our rope is now tight down, and I'm going to take that end, and I'm going to create kind of that loop that we talked about in the half hitch. All right, and I'm going down and around the rope that I'm going to be tying on and through that loop. All right. So now I have a lot of rope here. Ideally, we wouldn't have this much rope, but I'm not really used to tying the load down in a little teeny tiny truck. It's usually an actual vehicle or a tree. So this is obviously a very small scale version. All right, so I have my half hitch, and then you tie that, and you keep that nice and tight. All right, so then you could make another half hitch if you wanted to secure it even further. You would make another half hitch, and securing your load down. All right, and there, this guy's not going anywhere. All right, that is a trucker's hitch. When I learned that one, I had to watch that video a time or two, believe me, but it's an extremely useful knot, and one well worth your time to learn. If I did a terrible job here, there is an excellent video on YouTube to teach you how to do a trucker's hitch. Funny enough, it's another lady using a little toy truck, and she's got her load as like little carrots or something in the back of her truck, Anyway, great video as well. Trucker's hitch. Practice, practice, practice. This one's kind of fun and very rewarding when you learn how to use it, or when to tie it, how to tie it. So when you're doing a trucker's hitch, what you want is you want to take your loop, and you want to take, so you take a loop, a little bit of a loop in the rope there, and then you take a bite of the rope, all right, and you stick the bite through the loop and pull. Okay, we'll try it again. So